Welcome back to Beyond Black History Month. I'm your host, Femi Redwood. It's ironic that baseball was so popular amongst black people that an entire black league was created. So why are only 7% of its players today black? What happened? Apparently, several things. Sports journalist Ed Easton says cost, strike one.
How do you go out there and say you want to be a baseball player when you don't have bats, when you don't have balls on a regular basis? You don't have catcher's equipment. All that is very expensive.
I looked at data from the Federal Reserve. It found the average white family has nearly 8 times the net worth of the average black family. Baseball requires a lot of gear, and in some communities, you have to rent the baseball field. Compare that to basketball, where you only need a $30 ball and there are free hoops everywhere. Ed says there aren't enough baseball camps that cater to black children. Strike two.
There aren't really many camps out there that say, okay, we're going to have in the inner city different leagues and different opportunities to learn the game the right way and play at a high level and then be noticed and then move along in the process. This is something you see in football. It's something that is celebrated in basketball.
He says baseball marketing is atrocious. Take Mookie Betts, for example, a 29-year-old black player for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Mookie Betts is one of the best young players in Major League Baseball. Just signed a 12-year deal worth $350 million. Ed
says the MLB doesn't create the same type of marketing buzz as the NBA and NFL. Strike three.
Every kid is impressionable. A guy like Mookie Betts, he should be on almost every commercial, you would think, but he's not.
And when you look at management, numbers are also abysmal.
Do you know how many are actually African American in baseball? Only 2. You talk about Dave Roberts with the Dodgers and you got Dusty Baker with the Astros. You're kind of just saying, okay, well, every year we're going to try to add someone. We're going to try to look for someone else. It's been one of those things that's kind of swept under the rug.
The league has been aware of these problems for decades. I found archived articles going back to the 80s, yet here we are.
Baseball, just like most jobs, it's who you know, where you think will fit the culture and etc. The problem is the people that don't fit the culture you don't see are African Americans.
Ed says clearly changes are needed, and it starts with behaviors.
It's 2022. We still hear stories of players getting racial slurs thrown at them at games, going to games. Here in 2022, we're still getting that.
It seems like a lack of investment is the issue. That's likely why the MLB announced in 2021 it would donate $150 million to the Players Alliance. The money will be used to celebrate black baseball history and get more African Americans interested in the game.
I think baseball has the same opportunity to make good with when it comes to players and the representation because it's been done in the past. I grew up in an era where Derek Jeter, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, these are all big-time players.
Moses Fleetwood Walker was truly courageous. But it saddens me that so few people know his name and what he did. He was the first. And that's not to take away anything from Jackie Robinson. He also endured atrocities to pave the way for black players. But his story is also heartbreaking. Robinson died at just 53 years old. He had diabetes, he was nearly blind, and he suffered a heart attack. Despite him being a legend, the racism he felt didn't just affect him on the team. Like so many African Americans, it permeated through every part of his life. His safety, his income, and his health care. It's also a pity that despite how hard Fleet and Robinson worked, there is so little to show for it on baseball fields today. And while some players will donate their salaries on Jackie Robinson Day and players will wear the number 42 jersey, I hope Major League Baseball returns to fixing a problem the organization created.
It should have been together all the time. And if it hadn't been for racist segregation, it would have been a better league coming up anyway. Because it was in the early 1800s, it was good.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoy our Beyond Black History Month series, please subscribe. Beyond Black History Month is a production of 1010 Winds and WCBS News Radio 880. Massive thanks to our producers Dempsey Pillatt and Andy Egan Thorpe. Tim Sheld is the WCBS News Radio 880 brand manager. Ben Meverak is the 1010 Wins brand manager. And I'm Fami Redwood. Thanks for listening.
Draw by post on